So you can write whenever there are more than one source, we can find voltage across, or you can say current through an element in a circuit by finding the algebraic sum of voltage or current, algebraic sum of voltage or current across that element due to each source acting alone. Due to each source acting alone, you can write other source is turned off. When you have to apply single source, other source must be turned off. So what do you mean by source is turned off? So you can say you have voltage source. When you have a voltage source, you have to replace it by a 0 volt. And 0 volt means short circuit. And when you have a current source, that is replaced by 0 ampere. 0 ampere means open circuit. Voltage source is short circuited and current source is open circuited. So let us take same example that we have discussed. This is 12 volt. This is 6 volt. Take this as 3 ohm. This is 7 ohm, and this is 6 ohm, and this will be 7 ohm. And we have to find I1, I2, I3, and also voltage drop across each element. The voltage drop will be voltage across 3 ohm is, take it as V1, this is V2, and this drop is V3. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we will use superposition. So algebraic sum means you have to show the direction, polarity of voltage or direction of current. Accordingly, you can add or subtract. So in this case, you have to find voltage or current due to individual source. So assume this is source 1, this is source 1, and this is source 2. So first consider source 1. And draw equivalent. Both are voltage source. So this will be 12 volt. This is 3 ohm. 7 ohm. This is short circuited. Second source is short circuited. Okay. So this is 3 ohm. This will be 6 ohm. And this will be 7 ohm. So show the actual direction of current. Take it as, assume this current is I1 dash. Take this current as I2 dash and this current as I3 dash. I have taken dash for source 1. So you can easily find this current. What will be I1 dash? Directly V by R equivalent. I have discussed same case. So 12 volt by R equivalent across point 1, 2. So I1 dash will be 12 volt by 3 plus 6 into 7 by 6 plus 7. So write down numerator and denominator value. I think this is 52 by 27. Just check it. 52 by 27 ampere.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now see, I1 dash is dividing at node A. So take it as A and B. So you can easily find I2 dash and I3 dash. Now this is the case. 6 ohm and 7 ohm. They are in parallel. So I1 dash is dividing between I2 dash and I3 dash. So you can current division you can easily apply. So what will be I2 dash? I2 dash will be 6 by 6 plus 7 into I1 dash. So 6 by 13 into 52 by 27. So this value will be 8 by 9 ampere.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And then I3 dash. I3 dash क्या होगा? 7 by 7 plus 6. 6 plus 7 into I1 dash. So 7 by 13 into 52 by 27. This will be 28 by 27 ampere. So you know current due to first source. Now you have to find current through the second source. Current through the second source. So redraw this circuit. Now source 1 is short circuited. Okay? And this will be 3 ohm. This is 3 ohm. This will be 6 ohm. And this is 7 ohm. Now take this point as 1, 2. This point is 1, 2. And this will be the actual direction of current because you know the polarity of the single source. And this current will be I1 double dash. This will be I2 double dash. And this is I3 double dash. ठीक है? So now we have only source 2. This is for source 2. And when we have a single source, we know the actual direction of current. So this is the I1 double dash, I2 double dash, and I3 double dash. So we can easily find I2 double dash. I2 double dash is 6 volt by R equivalent across 0.12. And what will be equivalent? Now these two are in parallel. So you will get 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6 plus 7 ohm. कितना हो जाएगा ये? 6 volt by 9 ohm.
9.
That is 2 by 3 ampere. So I2 double dash is 2 by 3. Now this I2 dash is again dividing at node A and B. That is dividing between I1 double dash and I3 double dash. And parallel resistance are 6 and 3 ohm. So you can easily apply current division. So what will be I1 double dash? What will be I1 double dash?
4 by 9.
4 by 9.
So I1 double dash is 6 by 6 plus 3 into 2 by 3. I2 double dash. So this will be 4 by 9 ampere. And what will be I3 double dash?
2 by 9.
2 by 9.
3 by 9 into 2 by 3. So that is 2 by 9. So now you know current due to individual source. And then you have to see their algebraic sum. Actual cases you have to find I1, I2 and I3. Is it clear?
Sir.
Now see, this is I1. You have to find I1. And I1 dash and I1 double dash, they are in the opposite direction. So in algebraic sum, you have to subtract it. Let us first see what will be I1 double dash. So I1 double dash is this value. And what will be I1 double dash? Compare these values. Which one is greater?
52 by 27.
52 by 27. So it means from algebraic sum, you have to find I1 dash minus I1 double dash. Correct, because I1 dash is greater than I1 double dash. So actual direction of current is in the I1 dash. So this is the actual direction of current. I1 will be I1 dash minus I1 double dash. And since I1 dash is greater, so this is the actual direction of current. What will be this value? Calculate kar lo.
34 by 27.
40 by 20.
40 by 27.
40 by 27 ampere. Take care. Is it clear? Even in superposition, you can decide the direction. You have more than one source and you don't know actual direction. But when you solve for individual source, then you can decide what will be actual direction. For example, in this case, I1 dash is greater than I1 double dash. So actual direction of current is I1 dash minus I1 double dash and in the direction of I1 dash. What about I2? Now you have to check for I2 double dash, this value, and I1 dash, I2 dash, this value. Check 8 by 9 and 2 by 3. Which one is greater?
8 by 9.
8 by 9. So again in this case, I2 dash minus I2 double dash. So actual direction of current is in the direction of I2 dash. Now calculate this value.
2 by 9.
2 by 9 ampere.
2 by 9 ampere. I think we have calculated same value using KVL also. Same value. I have taken same example, so you can check it. So that is I1, I2. Now what will be I3? You can see I3, they are in the same direction. I3 dash and I3 double dash, they are in the same direction. So you have to add up. I3 dash plus I3 double dash. So this will be I3 double dash and this is I3 dash. So add 28 by 27 and 2 by 9.
34 by 20.
34 by 27. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you can see magnitude and direction of current, because due to single source, you know the actual direction of current. So you can easily find what will be direction of current by seeing I1 dash, I2 dash, I3 dash, and I1 double dash, I2 double dash, and I3 double dash. Let us take another example and interchange the voltage source. Redraw this circuit. Take it as 6 volt and this is 12 volt. I have discussed same problem in KVL also. Now let us solve using superposition. Redraw the circuit. I have just interchanged source 1 and 2. Interchange source 1 and 2. So you have to take this case. This will be 6 volt. Redraw the circuit. So for source 1, now source 1 is 6 volt. So you have to put here 6 volt. This is 6 volt. So I think this will be 26 by 27 ampere. Is it clear? I have just interchanged the voltage source. So you can easily find I1 dash, I2 dash and I3 dash. So here I have taken 6 volt by R equivalent. So I1 dash is 26 by 27. Then this is I1 dash. If you take here 26 by 27, this will be 4 by 9. And I3 dash will be, I think, 14 by 27. Just check these values. Check I1 dash, I2 dash and I3 dash. And similarly, for source 2, this will be 12 volt. So this will be 12 volt by R equivalent. So 12 volt will give you, I think final answer will be 4 by 3. This will be 4 by 3 ampere. Here you will get 4 by 3. So this will be 8 by 9. This is 4 by 3. So that will be 4 by 9. Please verify these currents. Is it clear? Current
So
dash and double dash. Now you have to find, again you have to check for, our problem is to find I1, I2 and I3. So what will be I1? Now check I1 dash and I1 double dash. Now which one is greater? Tell me. 8 by 9 or 4 by 9? Which one is greater?
I1 double dash.
6 by
8 by 9.
26.
8 by 9.
8 by, and you have to check for I1 dash. Let us check for I1 dash. This is
26.
I2 dash. Check for I1 dash. Compare with I1 dash. 26 by 7.
I1 dash is great.
I1 dash is greater. It means in this case also you will get I1 dash minus I1 double dash. So what will be this value? (26 by 27) minus 8 by 9. So calculate this value. कितना होगा?
2/27.
2 by
27. 27.
2 by 27 ampere. I think we have calculated same value in KVL also. देख लो KVL में भी हमने same value किया था. Check कर लो. ठीक है. Now see for I2. Let us see the difference for I2. In this case, you have to see I2 dash. This is 4 by 9. And this is 4 by 3. Which one is greater?
4 by 3.
So it means I2 double dash minus I2 dash. So what will be actual direction of current? In the direction of I2 double dash. So this is the actual direction of current. This is not the actual direction of current. Actual direction of current is opposite to this. In KVL also, you have calculated negative value, and here in superposition also you can see, because I2 double dash is greater, so actual current is in the opposite direction, and its magnitude will be I2 double dash minus I2 dash. Is it clear? Now write down
Yes,
write down the magnitude.
8 by 9.
8 by 9. And what about I3? I3 is again I3 dash plus I3 double dash.
6 by
Calculate
27.
6 by
26. 26.
what will be value?
26 by 27.
26 by 27. So this is 26 by 27. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So you can easily apply.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
सर I2 की डायरेक्शन के बारे में कुछ बोल रहे थे ना, अगेन बताना.
अब देखो, this is the assumed direction. Now you have to compare I2 dash and I2 double dash. That will decide what will be actual direction of current. So you can see I2 dash is greater than I2 double dash. This I2 double dash is greater than I2 dash. So actual direction of current is in the I2 double dash. So I have drawn the actual direction of current. This is the actual direction. So subtract I2 double dash minus I2 dash. ठीक है?
Okay.
So let us write one problem, that is assignment for you. You have to try this question. ठीक है, एक प्रैक्टिस के लिए लिख लो क्वेश्चन. So we can take both voltage source as well as current source. So in this case, this is 6 volt. This is 8 ohm.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in I3 current, there will be addition or subtraction?
Addition. because they are in the same direction. You can see I3 dash and I3 double dash. They are in the same direction, so you have to add up.
Okay, sir.
This is 8 ohm and this is 4 ohm. Now you have to find voltage V. Using superposition, find the voltage drop across 4 ohm resistance. You have a voltage source as well as you have a current source. Okay? So we were discussing about examples on superposition theorem. So I have given you this problem in which you have one voltage source and one current source. Now you have to find what will be voltage drop across 4 ohm resistance. So you know that in superposition, you have to find the voltage or current due to single source and other sources turned off. And you know the meaning of turned off. Turned off means if you have a voltage source, short circuit. If you have open circuit. If you have a current source, open circuit, because current will be 0 ampere. So this is voltage source 1. So draw equivalent for voltage source 1. Current source is turned off. That is the open circuited. Now when this is open circuited, you can easily find voltage drop across 4 ohm resistance. You can see. Directly you can use voltage division rule. Voltage division, you have a single source. So 4 into 6 by 4 plus 8. This is voltage division rule. You know what is the voltage division rule. Current is flowing in this loop. So these two resistors are in series. You can directly find V1. So 4 into 6 volt by 4 plus 8, that is 2 volt. Is it clear? So that is the voltage due to single source 1. Now if you take source 2, that is the current source. So you have to take first voltage source is short circuited. And now you have a 3 ampere current. So at this node, you can apply current division. This 3 ampere will divide between these two resistors. They are in parallel. 4 ohm and 8 ohm, they are in parallel. So according to current division, I have taken here V1 because of source 1 and this current I2 because of source 2. So from current division rule, what will be I2? You can see 8 by 8 plus 4 into 3 ampere. 8 by 8 plus 4 into 3 ampere. If you have to find this current, then 4 by 4 plus 8 into 3 ampere. I think this point is clear. So I2 will be 8 by 8 plus 4 into 3. So that is 2 ampere. So what will be voltage drop? If you know current, 4 into I2. So this will be 8 volt. 4 into I2 is 8 volt. Now you can see polarity. Both have polarity plus minus plus minus. So algebraic sum V will be simply V1 plus V2. And this will be 2 volt plus 8 volt. So V is simply 10 volt. This is the case. Is it clear? So whenever you have more than one source, you can find the voltage or current. First find due to individual source, other source is turned off, and then take algebraic sum. I think this is clear. Yes?
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir, can we apply KCL directly on this given loop?
Which loop? You can also. I am talking about application of superposition theorem. I have already discussed how to solve these loops or networks using KVL and KCL. Now this is the application of superposition. You can also use KVL and KCL.
सर मतलब करंट सोर्स को उसमें कैसे कंसीडर करेंगे? थोड़ा सा उसमें डाउट था.
Which current?
सर 3 एम्पियर का जो करंट सोर्स है, अगर KVL
Current will
लगाना
flow.
चाहेंगे.
Yeah, this will flow in this loop as well as in this loop. Then apply KVL, you will get same answer.
Okay, sir.
If initially you can assume, let us assume this current is I1. So this will be 3 minus I1. Now apply KVL, you will get I1. Accordingly, you can find. You can easily solve using KVL and KCL also. This is, I am talking about how to apply superposition theorem. I have already discussed two loop case with two source using KVL. This is the application of superposition theorem. I think this example is clear.
Yes, sir.
Next example. Now consider three DC voltage source. So this VA, VB, VC represents three DC voltage source. And you have to find this voltage, VA, VO. So what is this voltage? It means you have to find this voltage with respect to ground. Whenever voltage is written at a one particular terminal, you have to find with respect to ground. So what will be VO? So again you can use superposition. So according to superposition, VO will be...
Sir,
Yes,
the previous question,
yes.
why V2 is equal to 4I2, sir?
If resistance is 4
How it
ohm,
comes?
yes. If resistance is 4 ohm and current is I, according to Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R. Resistance is 4 ohm, current is I2. So what will be dropped?
Okay,
4
sir.
into
Thank you.
I2.
Thank you. Sir.
So this is V0A plus V0B plus V0C. What is V0A? Voltage due to source A only. And other sources are turned off. V0B when only source B is present. V0C when only source C is present. So let us first draw equivalent for V0A. What will be equivalent for V0A in this case? So equivalent, you know, this is R. So this voltage is VA and VB and VC is grounded, short circuited.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, you have written V0 is V0A plus V0B plus V0C.
Yes.
Sir, but since they are DC source, so there will be a voltage drop across each of the resistance also. So how can we directly add each of them there?
I have written this according to superposition. Let us first see. According to superposition, whenever you have more than one source, you can find the output voltage due to individual source, then take algebraic sum. So I have written this from
Yes, sir.
superposition theorem. Now you have to see what will be V0A, V0B, V0C. Your aim is to calculate V0A, V0B and V0C. Then you can write VO. So that's why I have here drawn equivalent circuit for V0A. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
I am applying superposition theorem. You have to see application of superposition theorem. Using superposition, whenever you have more than one source, how to find voltage or current?
Sir, आवाज नहीं आ रही sir.
Hello?
आ रही है सर, आ रही है.
आ रही है.
ठीक है.
It's fine, sir.
Is it clear?
आ रही है sir. आवाज आ-
Okay. So according to superposition, this voltage will be, find the voltage due to individual source, then take algebraic sum. So you have to find V0A, V0B and V0C. So let us see what will be V0A. Voltage, output voltage due when only source A is present. So B and C, they are the grounded, means they are short circuited. Now what will be V0B? From this circuit, find V0A. So we can draw its equivalent circuit. This is R. This is the voltage source plus minus VA. This is plus V. It means plus terminal of the battery is connected with this end because this is plus V. If this resistance is minus V, then you have to change the polarity. So just see, this is R. R is connected with plus VA. So minus V terminal is grounded. Now these two resistors are in parallel. You can see this is one drop, and these two are grounded. So they have equal potential drop. So they are in parallel. So what will be their equivalent resistance? R by 2. So this is R by 2. And then this drop will be, now you can see this voltage is V0A with respect to ground. If you write this as point number 1. So this point is 1. So these two are equivalent circuit. R is connected with plus, minus is grounded. This is R by 2. And this drop is 1 with respect to ground is V0A. Now in this circuit, you can easily find V0A. So V0A, as you know, voltage division rule, you can easily apply. So this drop is R by 2 by R plus R by 2 into VA. And I think this value is VA by V0A is VA by 3. Is it clear? V0A is VA by 3. Similarly, you can find V0B and V0C. So what will be V0B? Now, VA will be grounded. This is VB. So you will get similar equivalent circuit. So this is grounded. This is VB and this is grounded. R, and this is V0B. Now you can easily find V0B. Is it visible or not?
Yes, sir.
So V0B, now only source B is present. So you have similar equivalent. Only difference is now these two resistors are in parallel. So you can draw similar equivalent circuit and then you will get V0B is VB by 3. Exactly same equivalent except this VA is replaced by VB. So this becomes V0B. You can see now these two resistors are in parallel. So equivalent will be same. Only in place of VA use VB. So V0B is VB by 3. And
Sir, is that V0A R by 2 upon R plus R by 2?
Voltage division rule. If you have two resistors that are in series, you can easily apply voltage division. If you don't want to apply, if you don't want to apply voltage division, first find this current. Assume this current is I dash. So I dash will be VA by R plus R by 2. Then what will be V0A? I dash into R by 2. Same value. You can see. Using voltage division rule, you will get in one step. Otherwise, V is equal to IR. First find out current in this loop. So I dash will be VA upon R plus R by 2. So what will be this drop? I dash into R by 2. And what will be this value? R by 2 by R plus R by 2 into VA. If you don't want to write voltage division, direct use this. Find out current and then voltage drop is I dash into R by 2. Is it clear?
Can you please explain how to read the equivalent circuit again?
Equivalent resistance.
Yes, sir. After this, the equivalent circuit.
Equivalent circuit.
सर
Yes. पहले बोलो.
सर इसमें आपने जो ये लूप मानी है सर इसमें ये ना क्लोज लूप तो नहीं है ना सर लेकिन
क्यों नहीं
इसमें आपने ये निकालने
पहले एक पॉइंट डिस्कस कर लो मैं बता रहा हूँ. ये इक्विवेलेंट पहले देख लो. So these two are in parallel. So equivalent is R by 2. Start with 1. Let's see how they are equivalent. This is 0.1. This is 0.1. So 0.1 is connected with R and this end is connected with VA, other end is grounded. So this is R, VA, other end is grounded. And 0.1 is also connected with R by 2, other terminal is grounded. And V0A is this drop with respect to ground. It's a common ground. आप इसको ऐसे रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो. It's a common ground. ऐसे रिप्रेजेंट करो. ठीक है? I think equivalent is clear. And
Yes, sir.
now let's say why this is closed loop. You have voltage drop across this, voltage drop across this, voltage drop across this. This drop will be 0. So it's a closed loop. And you have only 3 drop across R, R by 2 and VA. Since you know KVL, KCL, voltage division rule, that's why I have directly written the voltage V0A. Otherwise, each time you have to apply KVL, then find out current, and then you will get voltage drop. I think this is clear. V0A, if you know V0A, similarly you can find V0B, and then you will get V0C. Similarly, V0C is, बोलो.
शॉर्ट सर्किट का क्या मतलब है?
Short circuit means 0 drop, and open circuit means short circuit means 0 resistance, then 0 drop. Open circuit means infinite resistance.
Okay.
You can write short circuit means 0 resistance, and open circuit means infinite resistance. So this voltage is open circuit voltage. That's why current is flowing in this loop only, because it's an infinite resistance path. So current is flowing in this loop only.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in the case of V0A, should the voltage drop V0A not be across the resistance R instead of R by 2?
You can see this is 1 point, this is 1 point, this is other point. So where is the drop? That is shown in this figure. This V0A is drop across R by 2. Not
Sir,
across.
should it not, sir, why?
You can see I have drawn here, this is the voltage. You have to calculate this voltage, because you have to find this voltage with respect to ground. So what will be this voltage with respect to ground? That is voltage drop across R by 2. From this circuit you can see.
Okay, sir.
You don't say why. That is drawn here. Now you can see which drop you have to find. So V0A is drop across R by 2. That you are seeing. Okay?
Sir,
Yes.
in the calculation of V0A,
Yes.
in first diagram, VA is not grounded, but in equivalent it's connected with ground.
Actually, normally source is represented by this symbol also. If this is if any source is represented by, that is the representation of a source. Let's say if this source is VA, what does it mean? It means that you have to understand. This is the case. This is plus VA. Let's say if this source is, sometimes voltage source is also given in this form. If this is minus VA, it means that you have to understand. Is it clear? That is the representation
Okay,
of
sir,
source.
clear.
Sometimes source is represented in this form also.
Okay, sir.
Just see, when it is plus, so it means plus terminal is connected with R and minus terminal is grounded. When this is minus VA, it means minus is connected with this end and plus is grounded.
Thank you, sir.
So now you know V0A, V0B, V0C. So according to superposition, output will be VA plus VB plus VC by. This is the voltage according to superposition. I think now it is clear.